Yes. Hey my loves, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll enjoy the video. I am Tetfu Mahlalela. If you're here for the first time, please feel at home and enjoy. If you're regular, honey, you know I've got endless love for you. So in today's video, baby, we are talking about it. Yeah. You already saw the title, you know what's up, and that's why you decided to click on it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Can be a little bit uncomfortable, I know, but we've got to talk about it. Isn't it that you want to do something about it? Because darling, you're broke, academics are stressing you out, and you're hungry. Everything is just too much. But you got that bursary, you got your mama, you got your dad, you got your aunt, you got your garden, you got like whoever is sending you that 300 rand, that 500 rand. Darling, please, we need to talk, and you are at the right place. So let's start with grocery shopping. Tips I'd give you to save money when buying groceries, right? So firstly, immediately you get that notification that your money is in from whatever the source is, right? So first thing first, you write your list, baby, to avoid what? You don't want to be buying unnecessary things you don't need, all right? You don't want to be buying things you already have, right? So baby, first thing first, that list. It's gonna save you from a lot of things, and really, you just gotta be a disciplined person, you know, because in this life, baby, you must plan. So the fact that you are giving yourself that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes to write a list says a lot about you taking care of your pockets, okay? Isn't it that you want to be a mommy or a zaddy on a budget? Right? So after writing that list, you consult websites. In these learning institutions, we have Wi-Fi. So it's not like you need some data to do that. You get what I'm saying? And also, if you're in a private accommodation, most of them also have Wi-Fi. If you're staying at home, maybe you do not have Wi-Fi, but I mean, you can always buy like 5 rand airtime or something, you know, like that Wi-Fi you use to communicate with your classmates, your lecturers, whatever groups that you have, baby, just a little bit of that. You get into that website, you start searching. Okay, so on my list, I have sugar. Now, you check Pick and Pay. You go to the Pick and Pay website or app if you have one. You start checking. Okay, you note it down. Sugar, 30 rands. You go to ShopRite. How much is the sugar? Okay, 25 rands. You go to Woolworths. How much is the sugar? Darling, it's all about comparison. Or if you don't wanna do it, but I mean, it's gonna save you time. But if you don't wanna do it on the website, then it's okay to go in store as well. So you're gonna be in and out, in and out, in and out, comparing, you know, which to me is like a lot of admin. So baby, you better choose the website or app thingy so you compare, so you know where you're getting what right. Okay, and then let's talk about them smart shoppers. Let's talk about the reward cards. Darling, you know, I've seen you and your friends. I've seen you when that cashier asks you, darling, would you like to have our card? Would you like, you're just like, nah, it's gonna take too much of my time. I'm in a rush. Boo boo. That 5 minutes will save you from a lot of things. That 5 minutes to just activate your smart shopper or your rewards cards, because you get points there. And if things are on special, they normally give like specials to only the owners of those cards, right? So just stop being that girl, stop being that guy that's always asking in the queue. I mean, obviously we don't mind giving it to you, but you can do better. You can honestly do better and get as much as you can. You can have one from ShopRite, you can have one from Pick and Pay, you can have one from Woolworths, you can have one from Checkers. So yeah, be informed. Like, don't waste your money recklessly, honestly now. But anyways, speaking of stores, comparison, and these reward things, guys, may you please stay away from this. Is stigma the right word? I don't know if it's the right word, but stay away from this thing of just assuming. Like, once a person mentions Woolworths to you, you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm not going. You know what I saw? So I think it was on Tuesday. I was chasing that Tuesday special thing at Food Lovers, right? So okay, I get there. I'm looking for eggs for my business. Well, we're gonna talk about business as well, because darling, if you're broke, you gotta do something about that. Might not be like, the business might not really like come through for you like with big amounts and everything, but it does count for something, right? But we're gonna get to that point, because darling, I've got points written for you, darling. Nothing planned, okay? Just like how you should plan that grocery list. Anyways, we are not there. So I get there on Tuesday for the 10 rand special, buy my fruits, I buy my veggies, I buy everything, and I decide to get some eggs for my business, right? Because I bake and you obviously need eggs to bake, baby. So I check 30 large eggs. They cost like 67 rands. I'm like, okay, hold on, because darling, it's all about the profit, right? So I'm like, wait a damn minute, let me go to ShopRite. It's just like it's really, they just like next to each other, opposite each other. So I'm like, hold on. I go to ShopRite. Guess what I found? When I get to ShopRite, the same 30 large eggs, they cost 90 rand. Darling, I'm not lying. I wish I had taken a picture just to insert for proof purposes, right? Because you guys are just gonna be like, girl, you lie. I know it's unbelievable, but yeah, it costs 90 rand, which is like 100 bucks. Are you serious? So yeah, and then I go back. I obviously get them from Food Lovers, but like, I just feel like Food Lovers is also one of those stores where a lot of people are just like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive there. Hence now, because USafe and ShopRite have installed that mentality in you to say they are the cheapest. They are always, imagine had I not gone to Food Lovers first and I compared the two, because obviously in my mind, because I've been brainwashed, I've been like, it has been installed in my mind that, oh my gosh, ShopRite is the girl, ShopRite is so kind, ShopRite is the cheapest. I would have bought 90 rand eggs, where else I can get them from 67 rand, right? So it's, girl, you gotta work on that, work on facts. Don't just assume because Woolworths is this and that. I mean, for other things, you obviously want a cake from Woolworths, gonna be expensive than the one you buy at ShopRite. You obviously want what from Woolworths will be expensive. But now we are speaking about other things. Maybe we're speaking about pasta. Go check, or always compare, because it's not the same, and no one is gonna kill you from getting one item in Woolworths and getting the other from ShopRite, if that makes sense. So what I would say in my next point is that when something is on special, if you're flexible, if you have the amount, just make sure that you get like a lot of it at that time, so that next time when you buy, then you don't have to buy that rice, you don't have to buy that pasta, you don't have to buy that meat. Instead, you're just gonna be going for only the things you need, because honey, remember, you wrote that list, so you know what you need. If you don't need rice, then why are you buying rice? And it's not wrong for you to have 3 packets of rice in the cupboard, or wherever you put it, just waiting for the right time, right? Because it was on special and you decided to get it. Why not, really? And then I'm also gonna speak on this thing of, I don't know, maybe it's a preference, but also I guess these preferences come with their own things, right? Expenses. So one thing I've noticed, okay, I normally, for my fruits and vegetables, I normally use the Tuesday special at Food Lovers, but then I am very open to buying in markets. Yes, on the street. That's what I mean, boo boo. Because I'm gonna wash that food. I mean, if you have hygiene problems, if you think, oh my gosh, it's not checked, it's not whatsoever, darling, when I buy in store, let's say I buy a Pick and Pay, right, I'm obviously gonna spend 200 plus on fruits and vegetables. Imagine. And then when I go outside to those mommies, to those dads on the street, obviously gonna get the same amount of fruits and veggies, even more sometimes, at like half the price, for 100 rand, for a 90 rand, you know. So, but that depends with preferences, obviously, because if you really feel like I'm not loving that market thing, I'm not loving that, then yeah, your preferences come with expenses, they come with whatever. But I mean, I'm talking to them babies that want to save and that don't mind that, okay? So yeah. Or if those mummies are not gonna work for you and you also feel like them ShopRite, them Pick and Pay, or them supermarkets are also not doing it for you, then baby, you gotta check those special out. You gotta check those special out, baby. Like the Tuesday special at Food Lovers and things like that. Just be informed. I know at Woolworths there's also this special that is always there, right? It's always there. I think it's for pasta food. I don't really remember what it also covers, but yeah, I've once used it at some point. Yeah, do consider the specials and be informed, right? Also, okay, I know it's not all of us, but okay, mostly it is us girls, you know, like when you go with your friend or you go with whoever to buy your groceries, that you wanna seem cool or you wanna seem, I don't know, but you saying okay, for some of you that use cooking oil to cook, yeah, so you see that cooking oil, the ShopRite cooking oil maybe costs like 20 rand, and the sunflower or whatever brand, it costs 50 rand, right? It's just cooking oil. Okay, now let's even include olive oil. So you want to seem cool to them girlies, and you want to, or whoever that you're with, and now you decide to buy, oh no, I'm gonna buy this and this. I obviously say that some people have preferences, but darling, if you know that you don't mind, then you don't have to punish yourself just because, oh, my friend is gonna think I'm this chippy, or my friend is gonna think, you know, just do what works for you, because you know your story, you know you're trying to save some coins, you know you're trying to get that t-shirt at whatsoever store, and you obviously need to compromise, right? Do that, you're not gonna regret it. Anyway, moving to my next point. Okay, this lighting, okay, I mean, it's nice, but yeah, moving to my next point. Treat yourself on a budget, honey. I know we are talking about saving and everything, but now you don't have to kill yourself. Like, you can obviously get yourself a top once in a while, get yourself a gin, pair of earrings, like something. maybe get your nails done, get your peri done, B. Oh, my peri nice, by the way, but yeah, can't show you guys right now, but you gotta believe me. You want to do that something nice for yourself, right? So yes, you can still do that as much as you are on a budget, as much as you are trying to save. But honey, like, you gotta make yourself happy. And I believe most of you are like, oh my gosh, but that money is like very small, the money is very limited. Honey, this is where the business comes in. I was talking to a friend of mine not so long ago, and she was telling me, girl, like, things are really tough on my side, things are this and this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, baby girl, like, I know your pain. I'm also going through it, because this year I don't have funding, I don't have like any bursary, you know, so I only receive money from home. And I was telling her, yo, and it's so hard, like, adjusting to this new thing, because I'm used to having a bursary and like getting something from home. And then I asked her, go, but if things are that bad, then what about you consider selling? You know, I sell muffins, right? Maybe you can do the same. And then she's like, girl, I can't bake. I'm like, okay, baby, but you don't have to like sell muffins, you know, like, I'm just making an example. You can sell sweets, you can sell snacks, you can sell bread, you can sell whatever. Students always want to buy. One thing about student, let me tell you, I'm a student too, but honey, I know how we are. I know how bad we are. We love doing things last minute, right? So the cafeteria, well, in my institution, we don't have a cafeteria that works like 24/7, or like automated machines where you can just insert a coin and you get your things right. So if you didn't buy whatever that you're gonna need, that bread, because B, you obviously didn't cook, right? And now you wanna eat. So I'm telling her, you can sell bread. Students will always be down to support you. Some of them not because they want to, but because they're forced by the situation, right? They're hungry, and yeah, hunger is a beam. We all know that. So I'm telling her, you can sell sweets, you can sell other things. How much is how much is a packet of sweets? How much is what's this thing, a crate? Is it a crate? Well, I don't really know the proper English name for it, but again, like a bulk, the one that has like bread and everything. You start small, you save that small profit, and you grow, you know. So I'm telling her, with the little that you have, you can just compromise some things, and you get that, you start something of your own, right? Because honey, I understand that some of you, let's say you have NSFAS or any other bursary, some of you, things are hectic at home. You have to feed your siblings, you have to send money to your parents, you have to do this and this, but that's your reality. What's at stake now is, what are you doing about it? Because yeah, that's happening, but are you just gonna feel sorry for yourself, and then what? No one is coming to save you, boo-boo. So you gotta start that business. I know some of you are gonna be coming at me like, girl, I'm a health student, I go to work every day. Honey, you do not work a day and a night shift, so you obviously have time in between. And as I said, nothing is easy, so there must be a compromise somewhere. You're just telling me, oh, I work like 8 hours, 7 hours, I have to come back and rest. Yes, you're gonna rest, but then maybe that small yana hour, or if it's a business that doesn't require you to like, let's say you are selling bread, it doesn't require you to be the one baking it, or you're selling sweets or whatever, you just buy. So it's fine, you can rest, but then you're just gonna compromise your peace, your sleep now, because you're obviously gonna have people knocking at your door. Baby girl, I want bread, and you've got to wake up for that split second, that minute, you know, like, that's the inconvenience about it. But you're doing something. And if you're doing something like myself, like baking, I normally take like 1 hour or two to bake and deliver. And I set okay, not boundaries, what do I call it, but I try not to get tired of it or to feel some type of way about it. So I do write in those groups, because I sell in groups, right? Like in race groups. So I do say that delivery ends at what, because I don't want it to drain me. I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so much and now I'm depressed because of the business that is trying to feed me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, do that. It might not be easy. I know academics are there. I know general stress is there, like social stress might be your, you know, like your messed up boyfriend or your messed up girlfriend or your messed up friendships or whatever. You are constantly stressed. You are constantly feeling. By the way, get out of toxic things. Get out of toxic relations, okay? I know we're not talking about that, but baby, I'm just saying, like, move out of that. Like, shoo. Save yourself. There's always someone for you willing to do better. There's always someone willing to commit to that friendship, willing to, you know. But anyways, girl, speaking of this business thing, it's actually childish, like really. I remember talking to this other babe, actually not here alone. There's like a number of people I talked to, and she was telling me, babe, imagine I'm selling and now people see me that I'm selling. Like, you're really ashamed and you're really worried about these other students that are also struggling to settle their bills, that are also struggling to manage their academics, that are also struggling to just do things for themselves. Really, are you really worried about that? Girl, boy, please, I beg, you can do better, right? You can do better. I know you can. So yeah, speaking of that, you don't have to be ashamed. Personally, I don't mind. Okay, I saw on WhatsApp groups, but like I wouldn't mind going around. I wouldn't mind going around with my bucket and like telling people, baby girl, baby boy, I'm selling muffins. Actually, I do that when you're running our car wash. So for my, it's actually like a school thing. So we have a car wash business, and during that time we're allowed to like promote our personal businesses. I go around telling people I'm selling, because it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, babe, come on. And leave money for convenience. Yes, leave money for convenience. Don't spend all that money. Actually, before I get to that point, let's talk about the savings part. So you've got to save that 50 Rand or that 20 Rand or that 5 Rand bean, whatever amount. Just make sure if you get, I don't know how much NSFAS is now, or like your bursaries that are probably more or less, I don't know. But when I was funded, I was getting 1.5 every month, right? Okay, fine. In that 1.5, you can obviously take out a 50 Rand, 100 Rand, whatever amount that you feel you'll be able to keep up with every month, right? So that's on the side, you are saving. And then with the little, or with whatever amount that you are left with, right, to use, buy and buy and buy, but then have a limit. Have a limit to say you are leaving that 200 Rand, you are leaving that 150, you're leaving that 400 Rand. Well, I don't know how much you guys have, right? I mean, you might be having more, or you might be having like a little, you know. I know some of you are not even funded. So with the little that you have, be it a 10 Rand, be it a 5 Rand, darling, just save something for convenience. Save something for convenience, right? There's no way that now you don't even have money for bread, you know? don't even have money for bread, you don't even have money for sanitary towels, right? Again, talking to my girl is now, babe, like you've got to have something for convenience, leave something for convenience. Okay, you're obviously trying to apply for those jobs, you're obviously trying to get those part-time skoroponyana, you know. Always have money for convenience. They're calling you for that promo, you need transport money. How you gonna get there when you don't even have 20 rand on a side to say, okay, I'll take this money and be there, you know, and get the job, and once I have the job, then I'll have transport money and things like that. So always have something on the side, always have something for convenience, right? Right. Okay, I know you get that. And speaking of getting a job or something, darling, I know it's hard. Myself, I've been applying. I'm always applying. I'm always on the lookout. I'm always asking people to plug me. I'm forever just trying to get something. I know it's hard, but yeah, if ever you happen to get that something, stay there, work, raise that money for you to start something else if you want to start something else, or just to keep going. So you chop life, so you go for those dinner dates if you like going out for dinner, so that you go out for those solo ice cream dates, you go out for that solo whatever, you know, like just enjoy. And speaking of going out, speaking of like getting things for yourself, like getting that gym that you want, finally buying something from these hyped up stores, you know, your friends been telling you, girl, I'm checking out my cart on Shein, this and this and that, and you just feel like, oh my gosh, I wish to do that for myself and everything. But darling, speaking of that, okay, you can achieve that like through saving and through hard work and things like that, like whatever amount that you be getting from your business, or that should have been saved, or whatever, like from your job that you're working at. Don't ever feel pressure. Like if you're unable to do those things, if you're unable to order from Shein, that's fine. That doesn't make you abnormal. You know, if you're unable to go out for those dinner dates, that's fine. And also, you don't know what those people do to maintain that living. Some of them, it's their parents. You don't have parents that do that for you, that do the same for you. Some of them, it's their job. They work hard at that job. Some of them, it's their daddies, their boyfriends. You don't know what they have to go through. You don't know, darling, you just don't know. So don't apply pressure on yourself. And speaking of that, I touched on that because I know us girls, guys, like for some, well, maybe not childish. Okay, for me, it's really childish though. Like you'd find someone saying, oh, now I'm wearing the same things to class, and baby, who cares? Baby, who cares? Who cares that you're not posting on your Instagram right now? Who cares that you don't have all these things that your friend have, right? So yeah, I guess more than anything, more than saving, more than avoiding being hungry and broke, because like obviously that's gonna have an effect, like a bad effect on your studies. But more than that, more than all of that, I think this video, from this video you can pick up that it is all up to you. It all depends on what you do about the situation. And yeah, darling, I almost forgot to mention this actually. I mean, you gotta get a hobby or something to keep you busy, because another thing that is adding to you being broke is because you've got nothing to do. Like when you're not in your books, you've got nothing to do. So just to avoid that, get a hobby or something. Personally, I play netball, I go to the gym, I do a lot of things that some I don't want to talk about here, right? But like, yeah, do something on the side so you avoid just sitting there and thinking, oh my gosh, let me eat this meal. Oh my gosh, let me do this and that. Okay, honey. I feel like there's a lot that I wanted to talk about, but maybe we'll cover that some other time. Yeah, for today, maybe let's just leave it here. So thank you guys for watching till this far. If you haven't subscribed, baby, please subscribe. I mean, initially when I started this YouTube channel, it wasn't about getting the coins and everything. I just thought it's something that I'm interested in, and I'm like, okay, why not, you know? But yeah, I mean, if you hit that subscribe button, it's also gonna add to my coin, baby, and this video will get to more people. Then that way we are assisting more people and things like that. Yeah, so yeah, please hit that subscribe button, please hit that notification bell so that you get notified each time I drop, baby. Share my video with your friends, like the other students. If you're a student, if you're not a student, you can share it anyone, like your siblings or whatever your associates are. I mean, I feel like for some reasons this video is not only for students, you know. So yeah, just say, share, and comment down below if you have any suggestions. I am very much open to suggestions, being told what I can do to improve, or if you want to add like to what we were talking about, then you can obviously add, baby. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Road to 900 subs, baby. Guys, I must be honest, I hardly talk about this, but yeah, I'm happy and I'm grateful for the support that you guys are giving me. You know, like, I really don't take it light, because guys, I started with 0 subs and I think I had like 16 from my family, and all of you just came through for me. Some of you don't know me on a personal level, you don't know me at all, you've never met with me, but you just decided to, I mean, for some reasons, some of you do not even enjoy the content, or the content that I post is not useful to you, but you just decided to show me love. You just decided to shower me with support, and I'm really grateful for that. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.